now we're going to study about how psychology is a mental process, experience, behavior, and science. Okay. So first we are going to talk about what is mental process. Mental process can be considered as an internal issue which is related to individual's experience. So what is your mental process? Mental process is something that goes on in your brain. So obviously it's internal. It's something you and I cannot see. Okay. So processes that happens in your brain, and it's something that that processes are happening because of the things that you have experienced. For example, as I told you, there is a candle, the child touches the candle, the child realizes, okay, the candle is hot, okay, and next time the child is not going to touch that candle thinking that that candle is hot. So based on your individual experiences, based on things that you experience in your everyday life, your mental processes happen, which is internal. Or let me give you another example, okay, that you keep on reading in the newspaper again and again that there is a man who is wearing a black kurta, and that person is going and killing everybody in the city. Okay, so every time you see a person wearing a black kurta, you feel, oh, is this the person who keeps on killing people? Okay, so that is something that is happened in your mental process. Your brain has registered something, okay, for registered something which you have read, okay, and your brain has processed it in a sense that based on your experience, based on the fact that you read the newspaper, in the newspaper you read something like that a person wearing a black kurta is attacking people in the city. So every time you see a person, you react in a different way. Every person is wearing a black kurta, you feel, oh, is this the murderer? Is this the person who is killing other people? Will he kill me? So, okay, mental process is something that is internal, and it is related to your individual experience. Things which I experience, things which you experience are different. Remember, experiences which you have, experiences which I have are different. So mental process which you go through and I go through is totally different. Okay. It is recognized as a conscious state, awakening state, or mental process. So what are the other names of mental process? Conscious state. Conscious state meaning something which you are aware about. Awakening state. Awakening state એટલે ઉઠાડવું. Okay, awake. Suddenly you come to know about something. That is a mental process or mental process. These are the names that are given to it. Whenever a person is thinking or making an effort to solve a problem, there are various processes going on in our brain which are noted down in various ways. So every time you're trying to solve a problem does not mean maths problem or sociology problem or psychology problem. No, it can be any problem. It can be a puzzle, it can be a quiz, it can be a personal problem. So your brain goes through different type of processes, and what are these processes we'll come to know now. One cannot say that the brain activity or the movements and the mental processes are one and the same, but they are dependent on one another. Okay, so what are they saying? That there are different activities that happen in your brain. There are various processes that happen in your brain. So what are they saying? Your brain activities that are happening in your brain and your mental process. Mental process basically means how you understand things are not the same. Brain activities, let's say they are happening in your brain, but you're not aware about it, or maybe you won't even know that there are your brain is functioning, or various activities are happening in your brain, or blood is being pumped in your brain. You will not know about it. Okay. And mental processes are also something that happens in your brain. What are your mental process? Your understanding power, the fact that you are able to understand something, you are able to solve a problem. So all these are your mental process. So mental process and your brain activity are different. They are not one and the same. However, your brain activity and your mental process, they both are dependent on each other. Okay. And a reciprocal in nature. Reciprocal in nature meaning कि બ્રેન એક્ટિવિટીના લીધે મેન્ટલ પ્રોસેસીસ થાય અને મેન્ટલ પ્રોસેસીસના લીધે બ્રેન એક્ટિવિટી થાય. They both are dependent on each other, but they are not the same. In general, the mental processes and the neural processes influence one another, but they are not one and the same. So your mental process and your neural process are not one and the same, but they are dependent on each other. What is a neural process? I'll teach you. Now let's say I give you an example of a candle. So what happens is, let's say this is a candle, okay? It's burning, I touched it. The message will get carried from my fingertips, it will go to my spinal cord, and from spinal cord it will go to my brain, and my brain will tell me, remove your hand, you are getting hurt. So automatically I remove my hand. So imagine that message is being passed from your nerves to your brains, which are connected. Understanding? So you can imagine how fast the message goes. So now you removed your hand, your brain then processed that information and it gave you the knowledge that any hot object or anything that is hot or anything that is burning, if I touch it, I am going to hurt myself, I am going to burn myself. So that is a mental process. So what are they saying is, your neural activity and your mental process, they are connected with each other, okay, but they are not one and the same thing. Mind as such does not have a definite place, nature, shape in our body. Its origin is as a result of interaction with the environment and the experiences of the same which the individual undergoes. So what are they saying? Mind is something that is an imaginary concept, okay, which is a concept which is given by psychologists. Mind is not an organ in your body. Brain and mind is not the same. Remember, brain is different, okay? Mind and brain are not the same. Mind is a imaginary or it's a concept that we have created. For example, we say कि આપણે આત્મા છે, પણ આત્મા કાંઈ ઓર્ગન નથી આપણા બોડીની અંદર જેનું નામ આત્મા છે. નો, it's a concept, right? कि there is a soul in our heart, there is a soul in our body, and when we die that soul goes to the heaven, whatever, or hell. Similarly, there is a concept like mind in psychology, okay? It's something which you cannot see. It's something which is physically not there. It's not a part of our body, but it is something which is there, okay? It's a term that is being coined. It's not brain, it's not an organ, but it is something which psychologists use it, because we all believe in this term called mind, which is just a term, okay? There is no organ or there is no part in our body that is called mind, okay? So there is no, we don't know where the mind is, we don't know what is the shape of that mind, okay, and or what type of it is, where is it in the body, etc. Its origin is as a result of interaction with the environment and the experiences from the same which individual goes through. So what are they saying? That this mind as a concept, it develops in a person when the person interacts with the environment that is there around them, and they experience different things, and that is how your mind develops. Let me tell you one thing. In your life, you learn maximum amount of things from the experiences you get or from the environment that is around you. That is how your mind develops. Like I told you, right? I touched something, okay, the message went, okay, now my mind registers, in my mind there is a thing, something remains in my head all the time, that whenever I touch a hot object, it's going to hurt me, it's going to burn me. So it's an experience I have. When I'm cycling, okay, when I'm learning how to cycle, first I'll have 4 wheels, then I'll have 2, I'll fall. From the experience I get, okay, maybe I'm shaking too much, that is why I'm falling off the cycle, I should maintain myself, I should maintain my balance and everything, and then cycle. And that is from my experience. Slowly I learn things, and when you learn things, your mind develops, okay? As many experiences you get in your life, your mind develops, you learn things, you know this is right, you know this is wrong, and that's how your mind develops, okay? And again, that is based on individuals' experiences. Again, my experience is not same as your experience, and your experience is not same as my experience. We are more aware of our experiences and mental process rather than neural or brain processes. I told you, your brain activity, your nerve activity, you don't even realize how the message is going in your brain. So your brain activity and your neural activity के बारे में you will not know anything. कि right now your brain is going through this much process, your brain is developing, your brain is not developed, how is your brain working, you will not know about it. But you come to know about mental processes that are happening. That is things that you are understanding, the knowledge that you are getting. When you see things around you, right, you realize, okay, this is, this is a flower. You smell the flower, oh, it smells nice. So all these things are your mental process. So mental process are things which you are aware of, which you know, while your neural activity or brain activities are something which you do not know about. Okay, that it is happening in your head or it's happening in your brain. To the extent that even while when we are sleeping, many activities are going on. Like we see dreams, or there is lot of information which is getting processed in our brain. Your brain never sleeps. Okay, whenever you are sleeping, you dream about things that you have seen, you dream about lot of things, and lot of activity keeps happening even while you are sleeping. So your brain is never sleeping. Your brain is working, just like your heart is always working, just like your organs in your body are always working, even when you are sleeping, even your mind is working while you are sleeping. Okay? Now, what is experience? The second word in the definition is experience. Psychologists conduct studies which are related to people's experiences. So what are they saying? That many psychologists, they do experiments on the people based on the experiences they have. Okay, experiences meaning things which you experience in your everyday life, things which आप महसूस करते हो आपकी surrounding से. That is what is experience. Okay. Experience is something subjective. Subjective meaning it's just a term. Okay, it's not something which is physically there. Okay, it's just a concept. Like how mind is just a concept, is just a term. Similarly, experience is also just a term. Okay, it's not an object. It's not something which you can see. It's not something which you can feel. Okay. Because until and unless the experienced person does not express it, one can never know. So what are they saying? Why is experience a concept? Because unless and until I don't share my experience or I don't express my experience, another person is not going to come to know that I had an experience. For example, right now if I ask you all, what is your experience of your coronavirus ka lockdown? So unless and until you all don't express yourself, I don't know the kind of experience you all had. So that is why experience is just a concept in psychology. It's not a particular organ, it's not a particular thing that is there in your body. Okay? For example, when a teacher is teaching, every student has a different experience. But until and unless it's not shared among these students, it would not be understood. Thus, one can say that experience is related to person's level of awareness and consciousness. So what are they trying to say is that when a teacher is teaching in class, everybody will have a different experience. One is feeling sleepy, one is feeling hungry, one is feeling boring, one is liking it, one is not feeling anything. So all the students will have a different experience. So unless and until you all don't share it, unless and until you don't know that it's happening to you, other person will not come to know that you are experiencing something like that. That is why when you go to the doctor asks you, what are you feeling? What are you experiencing? Okay. Now, what is behavior? I'll do in the next video.